Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto channel. We are live. It is Monday, U.S. Market Open Monday. How is everyone? Somebody let me know if the music is okay, if we're doing good. It is a good day. We had a great trading day yesterday, Sunday of all days. How about that big dump on Saturday? How rare is that? That never happens, right? Sunday's usually a boring, sideways, choppy kind of day, but we dumped on Saturday, and we took advantage yesterday in the Anthony Lee Crypto crew, and we killed it. We made over $2,000 yesterday trading, and I'm going to show you how we did it. Who we got in chat? Guys, before I get too far, I'm going to bring it up again, but we're going to give away 1,000 USDT today live on stream. All you have to do, you have to be on stream to win it. I need you to thumbs up the video. Go and hit the thumbs up. And then once you thumbs up, put a 1 in chat so that I know that you have thumbs up the video and you'll be registered, and we'll give that away in a little bit. Do not put a 1 in chat if you do not thumbs up. You can even thumbs down. I really don't care. Do not do that. I will be able to tell, and you will be disqualified. And if I can remember, you'll be disqualified from all future giveaways. We don't like scammers, you know. It's a test. Can you thumbs up or thumbs down? And if so, put a 1 in chat. Got a poll going on too, guys. It says, I don't even remember what it says. What does it say? How long does Bitcoin have until the big crash? We're getting notices here. Let's see. We are getting notices on the 90-minute time frame. Ooh, we are getting expansion, volatility expansion on the 90-minute time frame with the stochastic pointing down. You know what that means? We're getting unconfirmed expansion. Yeah, so anyway, back to the poll. How long does Bitcoin have until the big crash? Go ahead and answer that poll. Let's see what you guys think. I'm going to tell you what I think, and I'm going to show you why I think what I think. All right, guys. Let's... We're going to do the giveaway in just a little bit. I'm going to give folks time to come in. We're going to go over a couple things. We've got the U.S. Open, and then we're going to do the giveaway. So we had a good day yesterday. I went live yesterday for everyone on YouTube, and then I went live again when we started approaching our target areas. So I went live for the VIP crew down here when we came in. Let me zoom in a little more. We came into these target areas, the dang green box, and we got long several times. This was a little more difficult trade to get into. You kind of had to be a little more experienced trader to get into it. We actually got into it 4 or 5 times, but we did get it, and we made over $2,000. Let's see. This is the actual trade once I finally got into it. I put it in Discord. We already gotten off stream once I got in the final entry, and I closed that trade. When we were ejected from this volume spike here before the free money zone, I'd closed the trade, made over $1,000, but I'd made about 800 before that just entering, and I'll show you how and why I did that, but I don't recommend you do that unless you're an experienced trader. I just have done this 1,000 times, but it was a more difficult entry. Overall on the weekend, usually I have slow weekends, but overall made over $3,000 this weekend. About 2,000 of it was just from that one trade, entering it like 5 times, picking up $200-300 each time. So it was a good day. It was a good weekend. We made $3,000. And then today I've been trading this morning today, and we're up almost $1,000 on the day already. I told the crew, the VIP Discord this morning, that I had closed my trade and I had flipped short. So I did put that info out there. I flipped short, and I've done a couple other little trades since then. I don't even remember where I told them. Right here. Told them, and I gave them my short position. I was in the short. I had just entered it and let them know I was short. So I don't even know if that was yesterday's. It's in here somewhere. I did. Yeah, right here. Here's where I told them I'd flip short. Anyway, you guys get the point. I hit the short, and we'll see where we go from there. Let's see who's in here. Eons, good morning. Morning. Hawkworm, wish this crash would happen already. Yeah, you and me both. I'm ready. Max, what's up, Max? How we doing over there, Max? My main man, Max. John, good morning. Carrie Benz, good morning. Congrats to all the winners yesterday. Yeah, congrats. There were some good winners in the crew yesterday. I saw some of your P&L cards you sent me later. Some of them this morning. Good job. I think Max there got over 600 bucks, I think. Hawkborn dumping this morning. Yeah, John, I wish I took the short, wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I gave it this morning. I gave it this morning in the crew. I told you guys I was short. I know I gave it. Where did I give it? This is where I gave it, right here. Closed my long trade from yesterday, blah, 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 blah. Showed the P&L, and then I gave you the short trade I was already in. I'd already realized 75 bucks at that point, but I did give you that short this morning. So we made about 900 bucks or so. Hawkborn, Thanos, what's up, Thanos? John says yesterday was a great day. A whole bunch of ones in the chat. What's up? Good to see you back. Haven't seen you in a minute. Whole bunch of ones. You guys will all be qualified for the $1,000 giveaway. Pat Phoenix, my man. I hadn't seen you in a while. What's up, Pat Phoenix? Greatest name on YouTube. Kerry Benz, I miss it all due to bad internet. Oh, man, I hate it when that happens. I had a day like that last week. I remember I was on stream and there were trades coming up and I couldn't even get my MEXC. It was lagging. Internet. It wasn't MEXC's fault. It was internet. I had laggy internet. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. John saw it. You let it slip. John, you know better. You don't let those things slip. You know better. I'm just kidding. I miss trades too. I just happened to be up and catch that one this morning, guys. All right. So we've had a really good last few days of trading. Speaking of which, most of my trades, and I'm going to show you a few P&L cards, just random P&Ls I just went and found this morning. These P&L cards, people ask me all the time, how do I keep getting, because I do a lot of scalp trading. And you see those. I'll make, 60, 70 bucks, 100 bucks, 150 bucks, little small trades, but then every once in a while I have these big ones for $3,300 or $700. This is the one we did. I did live with the VIP crew. I did this particular trade live with you guys on Friday. Join the VIP Discord. You can join it below or go to anthonyleecrypto.com and you can join right there. Let me see. Right there, you can join from here. We go live several times a week and we walk through these trades. I literally, on Friday, I'll show you, and I'm going to show you how we got these trades. Where is Friday? Right here. It came into the dang red box, and as soon as we got close to this trade, I immediately went live on the fly, and I said, guys, I'm going to show you how I enter these box trades because so many people are skipping these boxes. And we entered this trade, and I made 700 bucks. I could have made a lot more. I closed it out when we got off stream. I closed it out here. We got a little bounce. Actually, I closed it out here. Got a little bounce, and it was a back test, and I just don't like carrying this trade over into the weekend. But I would have made, I probably made 3,000 or 4,000 if I'd have wrote it way down here. But I didn't. Made 700 bucks. But I showed you how to get in. This was a swing failure pattern, okay? And I walked you guys through that, right? Y'all remember, I do this for the VIP crew all the time. Get in the VIP Discord. If you're not, you're missing out. I guarantee you. Here's another one for 1,900, 740, 723, 900, 1,300. You get the point. These bigger kind of trades that I do most of the time are swing failure patterns, just like the one up here and just like the one last night, guys. But you can't just enter a trade there because they'll come back, they'll stop you out, they'll liquidate you. You have to really know what you're looking for, and you have to know how to enter. You got to know, first of all, you got to have a target area. You got to know what you're looking for when you get there. You got to know how to enter, where your stop loss goes, and where your target's going to be, okay? And if you can get that, these are to me, they're the highest probability trades. They're my bread and butter. The scalping is just a bonus. I enjoy scalping, but these are my bread and butter. So I had a request this morning in the VIP Discord to do a live Zoom interactive workshop. We do those from time to time, so I'm going to do that. I haven't scheduled it yet, but you have to pre-register. It's only $25. And I guarantee you will make so much money if you learn how to trade swing failure patterns. So you go here, and at the top, there's an SFP workshop. It is SFP only. That is all we're going to cover there. You'll get to ask your questions. There's only 10 slots available. I can only do 10 because it's an hour and a half long. I want to make sure everybody's questions get answered. If we have 100 people, there's no way I can answer everyone's questions. So go register. When the 10 spots are gone, that's it. You will not get in. So when 10 are gone, 10 are gone. SFP workshop. Once everybody's in here, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to post something in Discord. You need to be in Discord. And I'm going to ask kind of dates and times within the next 1 to 2 weeks that are good for everyone. And we're going to consolidate that down. And I'm going to record the Zoom so you can watch it later and figure this stuff out. But if there's one workshop that you need that will help you more than anything, it's the SFP, the Swing Failure Pattern Workshop, okay? This is it. This is how you make money trading. This is it. Get this, and everything else is a bonus. So we're going to do that for you guys. I had not planned on doing that, but I'm going to do that for you guys. Well, let's see. If you're just joining us, guys, we're going to give away 1,000 USDT on stream today. All you have to do is thumbs up the video and then put a 1 in chat that you thumbs up the video, and you'll be registered. And I'm going to give that 1,000 away in a little bit. We're calling it our Babylon Watch giveaway because we're on Babylon Watch. We're ready. Babylon is what we have nicknamed the big Bitcoin crash that is incoming, and it is incoming, guys. Let's see. Save the Republic. Good morning, Dagbjord. There's Dagbjord. Good morning. Hawkborn. Someone needs to tell KCEX that Christmas tree is over. Yeah, I thought that same thing a couple days ago. I was doing that P&L card from that big trade, and I was like, you like that old house on the street that keeps your Christmas lights up till March, right? They need to get rid of that Christmas tree and update their P&L cards. Maybe I should tell my KCEX rep that, pass that along. John says, awesome, we covered this a lot one-on-one in my mentorship, but I still need practice. Yeah, I do one-on-one mentorship. We offer packages. Those are on the website as well. You can come to the mentorship page, and we do one-on-one Zooms, so it's just me and you. It's live. It's interactive. You can ask questions, so that way you're not going over the things that I think you might want to know. You can actually tell me what you're struggling with, and we'll go over that with real-time and past examples. So mentorship, yeah, we covered that, John. Covered that a lot. I think that's helped John a lot. Max says, I can vouch those SFPs are where I make most of my money too. I made over $600 on the SFP you gave us yesterday. Good, I'm glad you guys got in that. We're going to walk through that in a minute. I'm going to show you why this was a more difficult one to get in. Let's check on my trade. I'm in a fresh trade, guys, up $100 bucks, $140. I should probably TP on this. Put a stop loss at entry since I'm talking to you fine people. I shorted this when we came on stream. If y'all didn't pick up on that, then you're snoozing at the wheel. I just said we got the 90 minutes. Let me put this in. We got the 90 minutes volatility expansion with stochastic to the downside. That should have clued you in that we are short. Dang it. Come on, laggy, laggy. Oh, the U.S. market is open, and they are dumpola. They are taking back everything Asia gave last night so far. All right, we'll come back. I should just close it. We'll come back, though, because they're liable to rip this both ways. They're liable to wreck everybody. In case you don't know how I got into that, I literally told you when we started the stream. I said right here, I said, oh, I got the notification. I told you guys to set this notification. I said we got volatility expansion on the 90-minute with stochastic pointing down. That is an automatic. Don't even think about it. Short. But we also, at the same time, got the 90-minute cipher dot. So just a little added confluence there, guys. This is how we trade. I'm going to shave a little more off. Mainly because I'm talking with you fine people, and I just don't want to lose track of this. It puts us up over 1,000 for the morning, and it's not even 9 a.m., y'all. At 8:45, we did have some news this morning. A little nothing report. Well, I mean, it was a 3 stars, durable goods, so it does carry a little weight, but it was bearish. But we didn't get any reaction out of it. But, you know, is what it is. We do have some major. All right, let's cover the news real quick, guys. I showed you the P&L. $1,000 giveaway coming up. Remember, thumbs up the video or thumbs down. Once you do that, put a 1 in chat, and you'll be entered for the giveaway that we're going to do in just a little bit. All right, Trump is talking tomorrow, okay? And who knows? It's a wild card. Who knows? He's talking tomorrow. It may be a big nothing burger. Here's the biggie. Wednesday, we have interest. Trump is speaking again, first of all, Wednesday. Gosh, he talks a lot. Interest rate decision at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? 1 p.m. I'm going to go live about 15 minutes before that, so we're going to get the rate decision together. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I have never seen an interest rate decision come in that was not exactly as was forecasted. I've never seen it. And as of now, doesn't mean they can't. But as of now, it's predicted to stay. I got stopped out. Well, look at this. They are pumping this sucker. They are redoing that. Look at that, guys. I should have been paying attention. This would have been a good, easy trade back. Look at that. Anyway, missed opportunity. So they can do whatever they want to do. So we'll go live for that interest rate decision. But even if it's the same, the important part is a half hour later, which will stay live for Jerome does the live press conference, and he does Q&A. And when he does that, that's when the market moves. Now, if he comes out and interest rates go up or down, this market is going to absolutely freaking rip one way or the other. Guaranteed. I mean, big rippage. Instant big rippage. But I doubt it does. But here's the question mark, okay? I doubt that he changes rates. However, him and Bitcoin is ripping. Guys, somebody should have let me know about this. I missed this. Caught the short, missed the long. Ooh, this might be good SFP. Hang on. Hang on, guys. I don't trust this pump. Got the high up here. If they take this wick and you short this, you're crazy. It might work out for you, but you're going right into that free money zone, and they can absolutely rip this thing to 89.4. Man, we missed this. But if they come barely take the wick and just hit that volume spike and don't confirm inside that free money zone, we might catch a good SFP here. Let's see what they do. I got an alert set up here already. Let's see what they do. Anyway, so Jerome Powell and Trump are in this feud. Jerome's actually under investigation. Trump's got him under investigation right now. And so it'll be interesting to see what he does. This is the first FOMC since he has been under federal investigation. So he's either going to come out, in my opinion, and just crawfish and completely just bend the knee and hope that Trump backs off the gas pedal on his federal charges, or he's going to come out in typical Jerome Powell and say, screw you, Trump, and be very hawkish, because Trump wants interest rates cut, Jerome doesn't. It's more than anything, it's a pissing contest. So I expect some fireworks at that press conference, and we're going to try to trade it, guys. So come join me for that. We'll go live about 12:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, Wednesday. Okay? So big day. And then a big flashbang one more time. And then Thursday we got jobs, and Friday we got PPI. So no real news today or tomorrow unless Trump runs his mouth tomorrow. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are going to be massive trading days. Big moves. I'm talking big swing moves, guys. So it should be a good trading week come Wednesday on. Yeah, Hawkborn, this price action is crazy. It's crazy. It's good stuff. We enjoy this. Let's get a little dramatic music for this. Let's go with some drama. I would like to see him come take that high. That would be great. So far, this is not tradable for me. They took these little baby highs, but I'd like to see him take this. And if they confirm inside the free money zone, I would actually long this. But if they SFP'd this, we would look to short. I would normally put an SFP line, but it's really right there at the volume spike. It's already lined out for us. Don't take this yet, guys. Here's what they do. We talked about this the other day. We talked about this. So, all right. First of all, they may want higher. They may want to go right through the free money zone, but let's assume they just want this. Okay, let's assume that's what they want, right? Okay, well, they just came and took all of this with this, right? We talked about this. Don't fall for it. If you missed a trade, you missed a trade, but don't get wrecked. Because what they do a lot of time is turn it around right here just like they did on Friday, and I walked you guys through this. Turned it around here just to convince you, oh, that's all we're going to get. We better short. Boom. And then they come take what they really want to take. and they wreck that liquidity, and they take yours right here as well. So don't fall for this, guys. Don't fall for this. If you miss it, you miss it. But wait for the better trades. Good job on that trade on Friday, by the way, guys. You guys nailed that. We walked through it, made a lot of money, made about $1,000. I showed the card for 7 something, but that was our second entry. We made profit on the first one too. Good job. Gary Benz took profit already. You shorted that, dude. get in that SFP workshop. You can't short this. It might work out for you sometimes, but that is terrible. I'm just kidding. I'm picking on you. But they will wreck you like that. But good job. That's right. If you are going to fall for that inducement is what that is. If you are going to take that trade when they didn't actually come get the liquidity they want, you have to take profit quick, stop loss to entry. You have to, because you have to assume they want the higher liquidity. I do that sometimes. I did it on Friday. So on Friday, let me show you guys. You're gonna love this. I hate to get away from this chart. So on Friday right here, I went live for the VIP Discord when we were headed up, okay? I was not in the trade yet. I went live. Let me go to the one. I'll show you how we got this. If I can find it. This is the dang red box. Here it is. Okay, I went live when we were headed up for this. And they came here. It's a baby move. It's hard to see. It's a baby move. They tapped this right here. This is a 618. You can't see it. The fib is gone now. It was a 618 right here. They tapped the 618, right? So I entered a short. I said, we've got bear divs on the hourly, the 24-minute, 15-minute, blah, blah, blah. I said, but we do not have it on the 1 minute. And I like divs on the 1 minute. I said, so I told them this on the live stream, VIP live stream. I went live about right here and waited on this trade for them. Took about 10 minutes by the time I went live. We got in this trade. I said, I'm taking this. I said, but I'm going to TP quickly, stop loss to entry, because I think they come a little higher and give us a 1 minute div. They almost always do. They don't have to, but they almost always do. Okay? So sure enough, it had a reaction from the 618. I took profit here, stop loss to entry. We came back up, entered there, and I'll show you on Cypher. When we entered there is when we got the divs on the 1 minute. See, we did not have the divs before. And so we re-entered here at the top when we got the confirmed divs, SFP down, and I walked them through it. It was great. Everybody there made a lot of money. All right, let's see. We're coming up here. Coming to the free money zone. We're SFPing it, guys, but be careful here. They can absolutely rip through the zone. This is our zone. See, we're getting on the divergences. We're getting some divs. This is shortable. All right, if we get a confirmed SFP, do we get it on the 1 minute? We got a confirmed SFP. Oh my gosh, my MEXC, my internet is still laggy. All right. Got the confirmed SFP, $100 in profit. Let's take a little profit. Oh man, it is. I got to manage it from the screen, guys. It is too laggy. See what they do. We got 8:45 coming up in a couple minutes. Got to be careful, guys. You got the free money zone ahead, right above. Yeah, Trump doesn't control Jerome Powell. You're right, he doesn't. But when you're facing federal indictment, sometimes people play ball. So we'll see. I don't think he does. I think he's hawkish. But we'll see. Oh, I got to take profit, guys. I got to pay attention. Let's take a little profit here. Secure 150 bucks. Stop loss to entry. Anybody in this with me? We're up 300 bucks ish. Anybody in this? We were just talking about the SFP, and I know this happens super fast. Get in the SFP workshop if you want to make this kind of money and you want to know what you're looking for, okay, guys? We got exactly what we're looking for. We've locked down some profit. We should lock a little more, just because I'm talking to you fine folks, and I don't want to get too busy and forget to take profit. We've not locked down $168, and we got stop loss slightly in profit. closer to break even, slightly in profit though. You can see it right there, and we're just gonna let the rest ride. We'll just see what happens. Should we set a TP at 84K? Pay us another 2 grand? No, we'll leave it. That's me getting cocky. We could come rip through that. Be careful here. We could come rip through that free money zone. It is 8:45. The U.S. is about to make its move. It already has. But this 8:45 can make a move too. We want it to be down. Carrie Ben's in again. See what I'm telling you, Carrie Ben's? That's what I'm telling you. That's why I told you. I said, you don't take this first move, right? We don't take this first move. I mean, you do if you're experienced, and you did good. At least you took profit early and hopefully got stopped out at entry. But we don't take the first move because we know they want this. They don't want this. They don't want this. You know why they don't want that? I'll show you exactly why they don't want that. Because when you got this, they already got this with this, and they already got this with this. So there's nothing to get. There's nothing really to get. I mean, yeah, there might be a little baby amount here, but they don't really want that. They want the big amount because everybody that shorted this put their stop loss right here. So when they came and did this first little circle here, that's not what they wanted. They just wanted to convince you they were going down so that you short, and you go, oh, we're going down, boom. And then they take what they really wanted, and they take your money too. That's all, guys. Don't fall for that nonsense. And every once in a while, the bad part is, every once in a while, they do just take this and send it. Every once in a while. But that's a game. I'm telling you, they play games. That's a game so that next time you see this setup, you fall for it. When 9 times out of 10, that's not what they want. But you'll remember the one time you hit big on it. And that's what they're hoping for. Stop that, guys. I might re-enter it. Let's see what they do. I ran a little tighter than I like here because we're at that free money zone. So I ran a little tighter than I like. Stopped out, guys. Pick up 200 bucks. It's a good day, guys. Thank you, Lord. The Lord has blessed us. It is a good day. A little $200 in what entered on this candle. 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. Put this up about 1,200 bucks on the day. Oh, I got stopped out of that short I was in too. The previous short from the 90-minute thing when we came on stream. I'll show you that too. Oops, that's the one I just showed you. And there you go. Picked up 105 bucks on that one. So 2 trades on stream since we've come in. We're up 300 bucks. Watch this free money zone, guys. If you get maybe a 15-minute candle close above this volume spike, we will likely rip up through this all the way to fill that CME gap around 89.3-ish. Yes, there's a CME gap from the weekend. Let's see. It's hard to see. It's right here. I don't know where it is. Here's the gap. There it is. There it is. Gap right there. CME gap, guys. So let's put a an alert up here at the top of the gap so we'll know when it's filled. All right, guys. So get in that. Again, AnthonyLeeCrypto.com. I'm going to hit it for you in the chat. It's pinned in the chat, but I'm going to hit it for you one time. Catch the link. Go ahead. Get in that workshop. We only have 10 spots, and they will all fill. You want to be there. And I trade, guys, on MEXC and KCEX, my 2 favorite exchanges. Both of them 0.01% fees, no withdrawal fees, all that good stuff. Great places to be. KCEXTrading.com. You see the banner below, banner above. Or I'll flash the MEXC one for you. MEXCTrading.us. Either one of those. Or you can use my affiliate link below. Either one. I'm telling you, you want both of these. You want both of these. So went over the P&L cards. We got Babylon coming up. I've got my Kraken account loaded down with $70,000. 71.7 right now. I transferred $1,700 in there this morning for my profits over the weekend. But $70,000 of this is delegated for. Ooh, let me take off Carrie Ben's chat. Why is it still there? $70,000 of that is delegated for our Babylon trade that's coming up. I just keep it on here because you know, Kraken's a little more reputable exchange. I just don't want to keep that much on a trading exchange until it's time. So when I get time for Babylon, I'm going to transfer all that over. I'm going to do a minimum of $70,000. I might do more. That's just what I had delegated out. I'm going to do a $50,000 trade and then two separate $10,000 trades for a minimum of $1 million total trade. So I delegated that way, $50,000 to one and $10,000 to two separates. Had some leverage on it, a minimum of a $1 million margin. That is the plan, Stan. Money flow still increasing on the 5 minutes. I'm not touching this, guys. If y'all want to touch this swing failure pattern, by all means. But this is a recipe for a dump. I mean, you have a confirmed swing failure pattern here. Matter of fact, let's short it. If I can get my MEXC to not lag up. All right, guys, let's see. All right, we talked about this yesterday on the stream, but let's go over it again because I know some of you probably weren't on that stream yesterday, but we got the good old, I'm on the weekly time frame here on the right. We got the weekly red dots. The weekly red dot. Carrie Benz still in the short, got close stop loss, like $1. Yeah, they missed your stop loss by $1. It's all right, brother. We're in this train together, man. We're in this boat. Let me set an alert, and I'm going to come back and show you guys this. This is important. I think it's important. All right, we got the weekly red dot. Now, I think this is going to play out a little differently, maybe. I'm going out on a limb here, okay? I'm really reaching on this, and I will admit I am really reaching, okay? But I'm trying to just connect the dots, and this is a very difficult one because it's not really acting like it has in the past. Kind of is, kind of isn't. All right, I'm gonna do it on the weekly here because I think I got all my Babylon stuff here. You guys are gonna want to see this. There it is. All right, so I'm gonna scroll over here to 2022. Okay, 2022 is on the left. We've got current price action on the right. All right, so in previous years, other than now, which is pending, we don't know what's going to happen, but 2022, you had, we've covered this extensively. There's actually a video I put out over the weekend about this too. We had 3 drops to the downside from the all-time high, right? All-time high, 3 drops to the downside. In 2022, you had 3 pumps to the upside. Now, with these 3 pumps, got you above the 382, but not to the 0.5. Every cycle you've got, oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I want to come back to this, but let me take some profit here. Stop loss. We don't worry about that 5-minute money flow. We'll take quick profit. Quick profit. Making some money today in the crew, y'all. All right, we've secured $55. We got stop loss at entry. We're good. We're good. All right, so never before, never, no cycle have you ever gone to the 0.55. Ever, 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 ever. And that doesn't mean you can't this time, okay? But every single time we're moving down, guys, SFP, swing failure pattern, guys, it's powerful. Do not pay attention to your indicators when you get a confirmed swing failure pattern. Never, 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 never. All right, so we had 3 pumps here. See how we had 3 pumps to the upside before we get to that 382? The reason for that is, in my opinion, number one, on the first 2 pumps up, we didn't reach the 382, nor did this 5 cross over the 55, okay? Nor did that 5 cross over the 55 to the upside, right? All right, and look down here at the bottom. we got a weekly green dot, okay, right here, which everybody thinks the weekly green dots have to be something, but this was actually a failure. I mean, it closed red on the weekly green dot right here. It's first weekly green dot. But everybody's like, oh, the weekly green dot. Yeah, well, this one closed negative after only a 7% move to the upside. Closed negative. Anyway, I digress. Well, a couple weeks later, you got a weekly red dot, okay? And it didn't do much either. I mean, you wicked down. If I move this orange line, you can see it wicked down, but you didn't do much, right? Got a little move down, right? Well, the next week, you got a weekly green dot, okay? And that's the one that put you up over the 382, right? That's the one that gave you the cross of the 5 over the 55. And then a couple weeks later, you got a weekly red dot with a money flow crossover. And actually, what's interesting, you got, I'm just trying to find a trend here, okay? And I know it doesn't mean it's going to happen again. But you got a money flow crossover in the red, fake out, and then you fake back out into the green, and then the real money flow crossover into the red with the final weekly red dot. Do you see that? And that's the one that sent you down to the bear market, okay? Let's look at today. So you got green dot, red dot, green dot, red dot. So 2 of each with a fake out of the money flow, right? Okay. The first little fake outs here, first green dot, red dot did not send you over the 382. Okay, let's fast forward to today. I'm reaching. I'm drawing straws here because I really want this trade. So we got a green dot, right? You didn't get much. I mean, on that one candle, you only got 2%, but total you got like 20, a total of like 11%, okay, from open to close. I understand from wick bottom to wick high, you got like 20%, but whatever. Okay, you did not reach the 382, nor did the 5 cross the 55. Okay, now we're getting a red dot right now, current red dot, okay? Still 5 not reached 55, you still have not hit the 382, and looky. Money flow fake out into the red, back into the green. So, could it be that next week, within the next week or two, we get another green dot right here on the weekly with this little green money flow fake out? Could it be, just like last cycle, where the next week you got the green dot that sent you up to that 382, but not the 0.5, gave you your EMA crossover, followed by another red dot, right? Another red dot. Red dot right here, green dot right here, red dot right here. Money flow green, money flow red, and that's what sends you down. Could it be that simple? Every single thing else about this particular cycle looks exactly like the last cycle. And so far, this little area we're in now is behaving exactly the same. It doesn't mean it has to. I acknowledge that. But could it be? It sure does look awfully familiar. We've seen this before. So, I'm holding out a little hopium. And if that happens, we could just go down from here. This weekly red dot could be it. End of story. We have other things on the chart that are suggesting it might happen straight down. But if it happens, like I'm theorizing here, that gives us about 4 weeks until that's all she wrote, until it's game over. About 4 weeks, if it holds true to the way it did over here in 2022. We'll hit that green dot next week, within the next 2 weeks. And then, time you got that, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeks, done. So I'm not saying that's going to happen. It looks like that's what's going to happen, but that's certainly what I'm hoping is going to happen. And if that does happen, you have our targets, guys. You have our targets. I'm looking for, if anybody's telling you $100,000+, you should never listen to that person again. And it could absolutely happen, but it has never happened before. And I'm not just talking last cycle. I'm talking 2018. I'm talking 2014. Has never happened. So those people talking all-time highs and 110, and we have those levels marked. If it happens, great. My altcoins will do fantastic. I'll be super excited. But I'm not going to hold out for that. I am absolutely going to look for this right here. 100%. 100%. Okay, if we even get to that, we could just SFP this and come right down. And I'll tell you another thing, guys. I think worst case scenario, we go down right now. But I do think we would get back to this 90. We could get back to this 93K level, and I'm kind of looking for that. So this is what I'm looking for. I got the bulls out there for a reason, guys. That's what I'm looking for. Let's refresh. Let's clear it up. Hope that makes sense. If anybody has any questions on that weekly red dot or the Babylon trade or what we're looking for, and guys, if you're in the VIP Discord, when it comes Babylon time, like when it comes time to enter, when it comes time to everything, I'm going to go live for the VIP Discord. I'm going to show you how I enter a $1 million+ trade. I'm going to show you where my stop losses are, how I take profit. I will not show everyone else. You will have to be in VIP Discord. Once we're rolling, I will show YouTube my profits and things like that. But as far as the entries and things like that, that is going to be for VIP Discord only. But everyone else, once we're rolling, you know, we're up $10,000, $20,000, $100,000. Of course, I'm going to blast that stuff. I'm going to show everybody, but then it'll be too late for them to enter. So be paying attention around that time, guys, so you can go live with me. Oh, and what I was going to with the KCEX and MEXC, you're going to want to have both, because if you don't know, on one exchange, you can't run multiple long trades or multiple short trades. So if I get in this big short that I plan to keep for at least a month, probably 2, if not 3 months, probably 2 months, I won't be able to short. So that'll be it for my trading, except for longs, counter trend long trading, which there'll be plenty of those. But you want 2 accounts. Number one, if I'm putting 70 grand in, I don't want it all on one exchange, just in case something happens. You know, all my eggs aren't in one basket, so I got to kind of spread out there. I got stopped out too, guys. Well, let me find it. I got stopped out too. I think I made about 90 bucks. And there it is, 86 bucks. That puts us up about 3. I don't even know what we're up. We're up a lot. We're up whatever this is. 192 plus 105. What is that? 300 plus 86. 386 plus 95. Whatever that is. 480 bucks. 470 bucks. We're up almost 500 bucks since starting the stream. Good job, guys. Very good job. Kerry Benz has stopped out. John has stopped out. Say the Republic says some good shenanigans happening. 12-minute money flow still going down. We're up 500 bucks since starting the stream, guys. It's a good day to trade. Gosh, I love the U.S. Open. Let's see what they're doing. Let's go to 12-minute. Let's see what Republic is talking about. Money flow. Cover down a little. Get good divergence here. Money flow divergence on momentum, price. Confirmed SFP. We should be looking for more downside, guys. The only reason I am just kind of not giving a little more. Normally, if I entered this short, I do the typical stop loss here. However, this is the free money zone, and when they enter this thing, you've seen it. We've done it live multiple times. You've seen it go here, and in like a 2-minute candle, boom. And I'm just not playing with it. If we were SFPing like down here, I would have followed the traditional stop loss rules, but I'm just not playing with it here. This has hit this zone 36 times. So I know how it operates in this zone. I'm very familiar. I'm so dang familiar with the zone, I marked it out across my entire chart. I mean, so I'm not playing with the zone, and you shouldn't either. You should be very careful. Do not think, if you enter a short right now and it starts going up a little, do not think, oh, they'll probably bring it back, If they get in that free money zone, they are not bringing it back until they reach the other side, so be careful. And hey, I'm all about taking some chances. I like it. But, you know, I've learned not to mess with this zone right here. See what they did, though, guys? You see what they did? This is what U.S. does. This is what U.S. does. And this is what we look for, okay? You had Asia and the UK were mostly sideways. This move up was not Asia. That was pre-Asia, okay? Asia and UK were pretty much sideways, right? I mean, this is where Asia started right here. And this is where the UK ended, right here, okay? They were just sideways. Well, the U.S. said, no, thank you. We're going to come wreck you. They wrecked this wick, and then they came and got this wick. They wrecked both sides. And that's what they do when you have to learn your markets. And that's why I love trading the U.S. Open, because it's usually really easy. Not always. They get me every once in a while, but usually it's really easy. Like if we've talked about this, but if Asia, here would be tomorrow's Asia-UK-US session. If Asia and the UK trend one direction, up or down, pretty much up or down, you know, and let me see, somebody's going to say, oh, they're straight line. You know, if they pretty much trend up or down, one direction, and it's not just sideways chop like this, right? It's up or down. Almost always, the U.S. is going to reverse that. Almost always. They might fake you out a little. They might open and go, okay, we're continuing. Just kidding. But they almost always reverse this. But when Asia and UK trend sideways, the U.S. almost always gets both of them. So either way, they usually get both of them. But when it's sideways, they have to give you a violent move down and a violent move up to get both. When it's trending, they just have to give you a violent move in one direction to get both. But the U.S. almost always gets everyone. That's why it's great. It's easy to predict. You just have to wait. You just don't take the first move, which is why we don't trade 830. A lot of people sit around. Let's go to 5 minute. A lot of people sit around and be like, oh gosh, why didn't you trade this 830? This was a good trade right here. Yeah, it was. And it was actually the bigger trade so far. It was. You're right. You're right, it was. But why? Right here at 845, which is what I like to look for, we got the real move, which is reverse that 830 move. And that's what we took, okay? That's what we took. Made $300. Now they can do whatever they want to do. We got our trade out of the way. The important thing is wait on your trade during this time and catch it. Don't take the first trade because you don't know what they're going to do. They could have opened this candle right here, this first candle. They could have opened that to the upside and said, no, just kidding. Our first move is down. 845, reverse that. All right, let them have that. They can have that move. Don't try to guess it. Because by 845, they will show you their hand. And at 845, they're going to flip that hand over. And that's the trade we're going to take. I'm telling you guys, you can try it. You can gamble it. You can put whatever indicator you want on there. But why? Just understand the pattern. That's all you got to do. Understand the pattern and trade that every day, and you'll see. You'll see. Simu, good morning. How are you? I'm glad you're here. Bangladesh. What time is it in Bangladesh right now? It's got to be your other side of the world. It's got to be nighttime. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Let's take a look at our poll. The question is, how long does Bitcoin have until the big crash? 43%, about half of you think 4 weeks. Ooh, 36% thinks now. 14% says 2 to 3 months, and 7% says never. So it's almost split on 4 weeks or crash starts now. I'm with you. I'm with you. It is. I'm there. It is coin flippy. There are signals on the chart that suggest both. That it starts now, or that we got one more little rally. I'm leaning towards one more little rally, but I do think we can actually get a little fake out here. And you guys in the Discord know what I'm looking for. You know exactly what I'm looking for. Let's look at our macro trades, guys. So I've started posting these in Discord. I didn't usually post them. I used to post my green boxes, but some folks get confused by that. A lot more experienced traders get it. Some folks get a little, and I don't mean that offensively, but some folks get confused. And boom. So on the first two, we nailed, I mean almost to the dang dollar, okay? So we nailed this, come up into here, short back down, and we nailed this reversal right here. I've added a fourth box on here, guys. So here's what I'm looking for. Either a move up to the target here, that's the ultimate trade, and down, or a move up and reject from this 93K-ish area, 93 to 95K right in here, and down. Either way, I think that is your big move down, okay? I think one of those two. So I do think we're coming up. I do think we're coming up. I'm just not convinced if we're coming to here or if we're coming to here. Okay, but I do think the move is up. And I'm split as to whether or not we come take this 84K before this move up. I'm split. I don't know. I don't know. I would lean towards if we come take 84K, that we don't come back up here at all. But we could. I don't know. And I told you guys this yesterday, and this is the most important thing that I ever learned in trading. And I don't mean this rudely, and I don't mean to sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. But if anybody tells you they know which way it's going from here, they're lying. So ultimately, I don't care. I don't care. Don't care if it goes 84K first or 93K. I don't care. We're in between both of them. It is not my job. This is what he taught me. It is not my job. Let's call this a range. Let's say this is the high and 84K is the low. And I know those lines aren't correct. We're in the middle. It is not my job to figure out what happens in the middle. I don't care. Sure, I can scalp. A couple small day trades, that's cool. But I don't care if it's going to 84K or 93K. My job, your job, is to just be ready when it gets here. That's it. That's it. That's it. Be ready when it gets there. Go hard and heavy. If you get your entry signals, you get your reaction, and you get your confluence. Be ready when it gets there. Carry Ben said free money zone. Shoot. I thought I had an alert set on that. Just be ready when it gets there. Oh, yeah, we're going in it. Careful we don't just SFP that week. There it goes. And I am trying to flash close. I hit the long. I longed it. I longed it a half second before it did that. Oh, I hope it didn't hit me with slippage. I just longed that, guys. Dang it. It got me with some slippage. I'm going to show you the P&L. I made over $200 in less than 1 second. It was up 360 when I hit close, and then that huge wick down. $200 in less than 1 second, literally. Let's look at that on here. Let's go to the 1 second chart. Look at my entry. You see my, look, this is the 1 second chart, guys. You can't make this stuff up. You can see your entries. See, I have the arrow right here. Let me turn this off. I have the arrow right here. See that arrow? I don't know if you can see that arrow. That's where I entered. 1 second up. I tried to click it, and it was 1, 2, 3 seconds later, I got the red arrow where my exit hit. In 3 seconds, I made $200. Thank you, Carrie Benz. Yeah, I'm always ready. I'm always ready. Always ready. I would not have gotten that if not for Carrie Benz. Thank you. $200 free in 4 seconds. But look at my slidey deal over here, okay? I always keep it over here, about 75%. I have my margin set. I'm on 30x leverage right now. So my leverage, excuse me. I have a leverage set on 30x. I keep it on 75%. That gives me a little reserve. And I may keep it on 50%, 60%, whatever it is, but it's on 75%. Gives me a little reserve in case I want to add to my position later, okay? And so when Carrie Ben said free money zone, I flipped over. We were in it, and we looked like we were about to SFP that wick, so I knew it would be a big pop, and I just clicked short. Boom. And as soon as I clicked short, it goes ding, and I clicked close, but it took a second. I had slippage. $200. 3 seconds. You guys ever watch this 1 minute chart? It's insane. Or 1 second chart, excuse me. So always keep your trading thing ready. Especially at US Market Open. Always keep it ready. Because it could take you 10 seconds, 20, 30 seconds coming here. Set your leverage. Oh, let's set some leverage. Okay, let's scroll. How much do we want to use? And by the time, you just miss that whole move. The entire move. So keep it ready. Thank you, Carrie Benz. I owe you. What is this? I don't know where I am. Let me refresh. God. One more trade like that, and I can afford to take the missus to McDonald's tonight. She's going to love me. Might get lucky. We're going to do our giveaway in a few minutes. One more chance if you're just joining us. We're giving away 1,000 USDT here in just a few minutes. I've got to load up the entries. All you have to do, you have to be on the stream when we give it away, which we're about to do within the next 10 minutes. Thumbs up or thumbs down, I don't care. Thumbs up the video, preferably thumbs up, but you want a thumbs down either way. Once you do, put a 1 in the chat to let me know. And I'm going to go see. If you put a 1 in the chat and you have not given a thumbs up or thumbs down, you're disqualified, and I will try to remember your name so you're disqualified from all future giveaways. We don't do scamminess around here. Don't be lazy. Just put a thumbs up or thumbs down. I don't care which. And we're going to give that away. I got to load up the wheel. We have the Wheel of Destiny today, guys. Glad KCEX is cheap enough to market in on these fast moves, make it so much easier, setting a limit every time and save on fees. Yeah, 100%. I marketed in on that. Let's see. Come on. I marketed in on that with a $100,000 position, and I paid $19.57 in fees. That's to open and market close. 0.01% market fees. Market order fees. Back when I traded for years on MEXC, I would have paid, starting out, 8 times more than that. But by the time I'd worked my way up to VIP level 4 or whatever, I would have paid 5 times that. I would have paid $100 in fees. I'd have paid half of my profit. That's ridiculous. Get on KCEX or MEXC. If you're on anything else, you're doing it wrong. So do we have a confirmed closure inside here? Yeah, 15-minute. We're fighting with that daily naked point of control. Just mitigated it. I'm going to leave it there for now, though. Just mitigated it. This is a no trade zone, guys. We're in the free money zone. Price rips through here, as you can see, and that goes both ways. It can rip to the upside or the downside, so I'm not touching this. Chances are we go to the upside here. I wish I hadn't closed that trade, but it happened so fast I just got excited. Anybody have an opinion on the red dot, weekly red dot? You think we get another green dot? I know we will eventually, but do you think it plays out like that? Red dot, red dot? Like the previous cycle? Anybody have an opinion? Also, on news, oh gosh, I forgot to mention this. So, 2 things on news tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now you know how they are. It's the Senate, so you know how they are. They're supposed to issue their ruling on the bill or whatever it is that is the crypto bill. So they'll either sign it or not. If they sign it, you guys know my opinion on this. If they sign it, it is ultra bearish. Long term for Bitcoin and crypto. I mean, it's going to be bullish. If they sign it tomorrow at 1 p.m., it's going to be bullish. But you mark my words, come next cycle, everyone's going to realize exactly how bearish that is. Because you're now allowing the government to sink their talons into cryptocurrency, which defeats the entire principle behind crypto, right? right? Now they're going to be able to centralize it. They're going to be able to ban coins that they can't centralize. They're going to be able to track your movement, track your profits, freeze your accounts. It is ultra freaking bearish. But everybody thinks regulation is great. It's great. It's great. Get rid of the scammers, the SBFs, things like that. So they think it's great, and it's going to be bullish news tomorrow if it happens, if they sign it. But long term, you mark my words, it's very bearish, and it's not a good thing for crypto. But it's going to cause a reaction tomorrow either way. So we'll be on the lookout for that. Also, Trump tariff news. Here's my theory. And I'm going to record this. I am recording this, but I'm going to clip this and play this back. So Trump tariff news, we were looking for, we're on Supreme Court tariff watch the last few weeks, right? And they kept delaying. Now they've come out and said February the 20th, they will issue a ruling. So I guess the wheeling and dealing is in motion February 20th. Okay, we'll be on live on stream. I think it's 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. They're going to issue that ruling, okay? If they overturn Trump's tariffs, that is bullish for the market. If they uphold them, they keep them in place, that's bearish, okay? Big time for both of those. Big time either way. Up until this point, the experts, the analysts have been projecting or predicting that the Supreme Court is going to overturn them. Bullish, okay? What is that? 4 weeks from now. 4 weeks. They're going to issue the ruling. And I've heard, who knows? Nobody knows. But you've heard the old saying, show me the chart, I'll tell you the news, okay? My green dot, red dot theory should play out in about 4 weeks to the final red dot, right? I bet you Trump finagles something to get them to uphold his tariffs. And that news is released in 4 weeks on February 20th. And that is going to be your catalyst. Even though the charts are going to line up and say we're fixing a crash, I'm predicting them upholding the Trump tariffs on February 20th is going to be your catalyst. And there's your weekly red dot. There's your money flow crossover into the red. There's your Babylon trade. I'm calling it. I'm putting it out there. I don't know. But I know these things come with a catalyst every single time, okay? Even though the charts say it, they come with a catalyst. We just don't know what that's going to be. It just makes sense to me. So Anthony Lee is calling for Trump's tariffs to be upheld on February 20th and to crash the market. Or begin the inevitable crash that was coming anyway. All right, I got, hey, little birdie just brought me the list of names. So let me load those onto the wheel real quick. You guys give me a pause. Let me put on some, are we still on the dramatic music? Let me put on some different dramatic music. For our Wheel of Destiny. All right, hang on one second. I'm going to do this. All I got to do is type these names in, and then I'll bring the wheel over. We'll give away 1,000 USDT. You have last chance. If you have not put a 1 in chat and thumbs up, you can do that right now. You have all the way until the next 60 seconds when I get done here. And I'm sorry if I misspell your names or don't get it fully correct. You'll know who you are if you win. Got a late arrival, Ryan Hanson. Good to see you, Ryan. Thanks for being here. Head and save the Republic. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 sec. All right, that's it. Time is cut off. I won't add anybody else. Let me generate this. Sorry, my Catherine could do this much faster than me. I'm terrible at this stuff. Wrong button. What is today? January 26th. Okay, guys, I got everybody loaded onto this, I think. Let's drag her on over, and we will spin the Wheel of Destiny for 1,000 USDT. Thank you guys for being here. I'm going to take your questions and things in a minute. Let's see who the winner is. Eons. Eons is the winner. Haven't you won before? Have you won before? I think you won before. I have to put on like a limit. You can only win like once every month or 2 months, something like that. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. I think you've won before. I may be wrong. Either way, send me your wallet address because that may have changed. Go into Discord and send me your wallet address. Just DM me your wallet address and I will pay you as soon as we get off stream or as soon as you send it to me. Carry bands, watch us do the wheel and it rips to the CME gap. Yeah, you're right. What are we doing? Are we coming back down? Are we coming back down? I wouldn't mind getting in one more trade with you guys. If we close below this volume spike here in 2 minutes, I wouldn't mind shorting this. Technically the short is here, but you don't short in the CME gap or in the free money zone. I don't short in the free money zone anyway. Congratulations, Eons. Eon says, yes, I've won before. Wow, this is so generous of you, and I'm incredibly grateful. You're welcome. You're welcome. I got to have a limit. 2 wins. You're on pause. So at least 2 more people win. Then you can come back in. I'm just kidding. You're changing my life here in more ways than you know. I'm glad I can help. I'm glad. You're welcome. Thank you for being part of the crew. All right, guys, I will take any questions that you have before we get out of here. I'll be in Discord today. I've got to do a couple mentorships today, but I will be in Discord for a little bit. Don't forget, guys, if you're just joining us, we are doing the swing failure pattern only workshop. I've had 3 people register since the stream started. I only have 10 spots, and I anticipate these being done. It's only $25. It is the most profitable trading strategy I've ever used. I'm going to teach you how I do it. It'll be an hour-and-a-half workshop, so you can go to anthonyleecrypto.com, and on there at the top there'll be a tab that says SFP Workshop. Just click on that. Boom, $25, and you'll be registered. And join the Discord. We're going to touch base with date and time once we coordinate that with everyone. Check your schedules out. All right, guys. Well, if we don't have any questions, I guess that's about it. So, how we get out of here? You know what I'm looking for today, guys? I've actually posted this earlier today. What I would love to see, I don't know that we're going to get it. Certainly doesn't look like it, but I would love to see something like this. I would really like to trade this if we could get it, but I don't. What is going on here? I would love to see something like this. Boom, boom. I don't know if we're going to get that, though. Hogborn says, great trades today. Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, I think we made 500 bucks on stream today. 500-600 bucks, something like that. So, more than that, because we hit that big $200 one at the end. We're up some money. We're up a lot of money today. It's a good day. Come join my workshop. I want to teach you swing failure pattern. If I can't make you a profitable trader using only swing failure pattern, then nobody can. I guarantee you. So come join us. I'll see you guys in Discord and a couple of you mentors today. So thanks for being here. I will see you